Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Weekly Update. I am your host, Patriot Dad, single father, patriot, citizen of the U.S. for unknown reasons, because apparently there's no real benefit to that anymore. Resident of silly places. Guys, just remember, things are probably going to get a whole lot worse before they get better, but it is up to us to do what we can to make sure that when we come out the other side of it, we're on the right side with God and that we're on the right side with each other. But some of the stuff that I've seen in the last week really has you questioning a lot of things. But before we get into all of that, check out the profile, guys. You can go to the website, patriotdad.org. Big thing I also want you to check out is our community there, the Patriot Dad family. We are in the middle of a 90-day calisthenics challenge. Phase 2 has been posted. Please make sure you're keeping up. Yeah, got back into it. Guys, I had surgery last week, or I guess early this week. Starting to get back into it, a little slow. Not back to where I was at the end of the previous week, but hey, we're working to get back. Surgery is not always fun. Don't need to start bleeding and pulling stitches. That's probably not going to help anybody. But guys, check it out. Actually, let's update the pin post because I am live now. So let's go ahead and grab the link. Look, we're going to do this live, everyone. We are live. Perfect. Let's go ahead and pin that to the profile. Boom. And we are going to share that out there. So let's, you know what? Man, it has been such a day. I forgot to even post myself going live. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to quote post this and say, we're live now. Because I forgot. Sorry. It's been a crazy week, guys. But join the community. Also check out Hello. There we go. Check out the patriotdad.org. This has the links to all the other ways that you can support me. You can also check out the merch store, guys. There's plenty of new designs up there. God only, family only, America only, the Iron Law of Projection, as well as my favorite design brought to us by Shell. This is the Tree of Liberty. Must be refreshed from time to time. The old Thomas Jefferson quote. Guys, go ahead and check these designs out. They are all there. There is Patriot Dad merch. There is also Shell merch. And there is also, if you would prefer, and I also like this as well, some good old Karen merch, guys. So check out the merch store, the different ways you can support me. You can buy me a cup of coffee. You can join the Discord. You can join our community here on X. And now we will get into it with immigration, guys. We're going to start the immigration section with some international stories. This one confused me. London has been named the world's best city for 2026. That's right. I will repeat myself. It has been named the best city for 2026. Now, I don't know what they're using to rank it, because unless it's like the best city if you're an illegal invader, the best city if you're a Muslim invader, the best city if you're an invader of any kind, maybe, followed by Paris and New York City, guys. They just elected a socialist Muslim as a mayor in New York, Mamdani. Paris also has huge Muslim no-go zones. It feels like the Resonance Consultancy that made these rankings is really just ranking the best place to go if you want to be a Muslim invader. It's the only thing I can figure out how these three cities would be the top three cities in the world. And as Roslers follows up himself, so did they forget about the ongoing problems in these cities? It's hard to see how London and Paris are suddenly better. Since in 2025, London had 9,744 cases of reported grapes at a rate of about one case every 54 minutes. Somehow that gets you real high on the ranking, guys. And not to mention, guys, France. This isn't Paris, but in France, 6 people were injured, including a 5-year-old child, when somebody the regular old French people tend to do this, right? Somebody threw a grenade into a business. Of course, there's music, so we're going to mute it. But this person literally just pulls the pin and throws a grenade in a salon. Like that shouldn't be happening anywhere, guys. They're detonating explosives in public places to harm people. And then on top of that, guys, New York, Chicago's like, hey, I want on that list too. So what did they do? Chicago's mayor, Mr. Johnson, the leftist dingbat that he is, has warned that they are going to prosecute ICE if they arrest illegals. What's up, Shell? Yes, please repost the live, everyone. Thank you very much. Yes, that's right. The mayor of Chicago has said that the city is going to prosecute ICE for arresting illegal immigrants inside Chicago. Good job. Chicago really wants higher on that global ranking, apparently. Also, another immigration story from this week was that a driver, a commercial driver, a big rig driver hit and killed somebody. So people read this story and they say, wow, what a bunch of racist a-holes we are, because we're doing a national crackdown arresting unqualified drivers and taking thousands out of service for operating CDLs that shouldn't have CDLs. Unsafe vehicles, people that can't read or speak English, driving commercial trucks. They're like, man, you guys are a bunch of a-holes. Well, why do you think we're doing that? We're doing that, A, because, well, you just should. And B, because we have more terrible news. We have a trucking company, a chameleon carrier, with an illegal immigrant driver, crashed head-on into a van of Amish men, killing 4. No protests for the Amish men that died for an illegal CDL driver. That's right. A CDL out of Pennsylvania, non-domiciled CDL out of Pennsylvania. Thank you, Mr. Shapiro. Your policies are killing people. And then Florida, God bless them, came out and took a stand, and Florida has done the right thing. Florida has now passed rules that says all driver tests must be taken in English. And if you only speak English, if you only speak Spanish, you simply won't be allowed to drive.
NBC6 met Daniela crying in the hallway outside a Miami tax collector's office. She was excited to pick up her driver's license, but that excitement turned to sorrow.
Hice un curso, hice todo el examen y vengo y ahora me toca repetirlo. Y ya me toca en inglés, no hablo inglés.
Daniela showed us proof she passed her knowledge exam in Spanish, but as Florida law states, for those who use an authorized third-party test administrator, she was randomly selected to take the test again. The test will only be in English. Therefore, Daniela hit a major roadblock. Daniela is one of many that will not be able to take their driver's license exams in any other language other than English, and they will not have the option of an interpreter or translator. So
yeah. Not sorry, guys. I'm just not sorry. This is the United States. English, people. English. I don't mind if you want to speak your native language at home. But when we're doing government business in the United States of America, an executive order was signed and it has been decreed that English is the official language of these United States, which means all government business is supposed to be conducted in English. If you can't do so, I highly recommend you start taking classes. And no other country on earth, really, do you get to go and demand of the local government that they speak your language over their native language. Like what? It's ridiculous. Also, the last story in immigration, guys, we have the anti-ICE walkouts I am so glad that my children are in private school. The public schools in a lot of these blue cities have decided that they were going to let their kids loose out on the streets to protest ICE during school. We had one student get hit by a car. We had other students breaking and destroying personal property. And then we have this story, guys. It's an anti-ICE walkout at Stone Mountain High School, where the math proficiency is 11%. Reading is 24%. And the graduation rate is 76%. Instead of fixing academics, the administrators chose politics.
Bro, we gotta help the Mexicans on bro, because y'all really got my bilingual friends messed up for real. We gotta stop ICE. We gotta melt the ice. Melt the ice!
For real, for real. Like, she wants to help the illegals that are going to take jobs from her. I guess this whole story is about the fact that they're really not bright. Yeah, it's showing.
Melt the ice!
So I'm here at Stone Mountain High School, and what's the purpose of y'all walking out of school?
We're walking out of school for a cause. We want to end the ICE inception into Stone Mountain to the Georgia state in general.
Why? Can you articulate why?
We are tired of what is happening all around the country. We do not want ICE to be messing with our people.
Who's your people? What are you talking about?
Because our people are citizens too.
Why?
Oh, no, the people that ICE is arresting are either criminal aliens or they're people that are obstructing federal police. Yeah, that's it.
Nope.
So I don't know what you're talking about there, gal.
Why is it important that y'all do something like this?
Because we speak up for the people who don't have a voice to speak.
If you had something to say to ICE, what would you tell them?
Fuck ICE!
If you had something to say to ICE, what would you tell them?
Man, we coming down for y'all. Fuck!
Oh my.
That's somebody's daughter, everyone. Why? Like, nobody's articulating why. These students just got let out by activist teachers and administrators to protest something that they really know nothing about because they're being told to. Yikes, guys. Public schools, everyone on full display. Crime, guys. We're getting into crime. Eric Daughtry with this one. New Yorkers are shocked and appalled after the Ugandan mayor Zoran Mamdani visits and consoles the man who tried to kill a cop with a knife.
And as you said, I spoke with the Chakraborty family and I visited Chavez in the hospital. And there is no family should have to endure this kind of pain.
Well, they probably should, actually, if you try and stab a cop with a knife. Whatever happens to you is probably what should have happened. Where's your glasses? Go get your glasses and clean. All right, but you can see here, no family should have to endure it. Well, New York City, this is exactly what you voted for. So congratulations, you fooled yourselves. And the cops are going to leave because this mayor doesn't like you. And when the cops all leave, the city is going to go to hell. I've already seen enough pictures of trash piling up and other things. Now, those might have been taken with a slant. They might have been taken of a certain street that just had a bunch of buildup, and all the other ones look perfectly pristine. Only time will tell when socialism has a couple of more months to run there in New York. We should see. But the new socialist mayor says the city should not allow businesses to leave because of higher taxes. So they cranked up some taxes, and now they're like, oh no, we should take their businesses and we run it for the city ourselves.
Nope.
We're building a real movement to stop that. We're actually making it illegal for them to leave. Fine them to hell. What would you think if you were a business owner in the city and this is the message that the mayor is sending you? You're stuck. You're not allowed to leave. If you try and leave, we will seize your business and the city will operate it. Wow, guys. How far you fallen already, New York? This one, Brandon Strzok from Walking Away. New evidence shows the Minnesota church attack was planned for over a week by top Democrats and included Don Lemon from the start.
Also developing this morning, a new federal arrest is drawing attention to what prosecutors say was Don Lemon's role in planning and recording the disturbing protest of demonstrators storming that Minnesota.
But I thought he just showed up and he was there to document it. I didn't think he was participating or helped plan.
A church service. A Temple University student has now surrendered on federal charges, admitting he helped Don Lemon with logistics and local contacts ahead of that anti-ICE protest.
Oof. Yikes. That's not a good look.
Jerome Richardson, a political science senior, turned himself in and is accused of conspiring to interfere with religious worship. Court records and social media posts show Richardson describing himself as assisting Don Lemon in the days leading up to the protest. Lemon, who claims he was just reporting, was arrested last week and released, but prosecutors say this new arrest undercuts that defense, suggesting planning and not just passive coverage.
Yeah, weird. Almost like a lot of us were saying. Good job, Don Lemon. Good job. Also, we have Alex Peretti and Renee Good. Their accounts per 0 hour on Signal Chat have been located. Terrorist network, FBI has it all. Now, this will be an interesting one to follow up on because there was already rumors circulating a week ago that Alex Peretti and Renee Good were in the same Signal chat rooms. So it'll be interesting to see how much overlap there is between these two, or at least the movement that they're a part of. Guys, Minneapolis is a hotbed for this. The other thing that comes out of it, though, is the what do they call it? The chest camera, the body camera. Thank you. I had to read the story real quick. Body cameras, guys. The left made them a huge deal. The left says we demand body cameras. Every cop should have body cameras. And now that the body cameras are proving that they are lying, that they are very violent, and that they are, basically terrorists. Now the Democrats are backtracking, claiming that ICE is using body cameras to infringe on the rights and privacy of protesters. Now, wearing and filming with a body camera is a violation of your rights. Not the other way around, how they argued it why we needed them in the first place.
How are you?
Remember this one? This shooting was famous. They tried to say, look, she was unarmed.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Back up. Back up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, man. I can also do it. Please back up. Oh, yeah. Back up. Oh, yeah. Back up. Back up.
Yeah, unarmed, right? Slash. Yeah. So these body cameras, guys, they're really showing much more than not that the police are correct in their use of lethal force. Now, if there's a body camera out there that shows that police abused that, went outside of their training and the law and executed somebody, I would say absolutely throw that person in jail. But that is not Derek Chauvin, guys. Derek Chauvin should be free. He was prosecuted because of political expedience and convenience. None of the dash cam or body camera footage justifies that conviction. Interesting. Major scandal also. This is from Dr. Oz. It says Minnesota exploded autism treatment, spending more than 13,000%, jumping from 3 million to 400 million. Quote, these moms took bribes to lie that their kids had autism.
Minnesota expected to spend $3 million for autism. It's now $400 million. Why? Because Everybody in the community signed their kids up as though they're autistic. Why? You were paying them. These moms literally took bribes to lie that their kids had autism. Rob, if one child in the neighborhood has autism, they get care, they get support, we can give them money. If every kid in the neighborhood has autism, nobody has autism because you can't get to a provider.
Yeah, it's fraud, guys. But Mom, I'm not autistic. Oh, angry one. That's a good one. I wish I would have had that one for my memes, but I didn't pull it. That's okay. California's healthcare fraud pipeline is also exploding, guys. Fraud everywhere we're looking in these blue states and red states, guys. Everywhere we are looking, government assistance programs are being defrauded. California's healthcare fraud pipeline exploding. 18% of America's home healthcare billing is coming from LA County. One county. 18% of America's home health billing. There's so much Medicare fraud in California, you could fill SoFi Stadium with the proceeds. Free healthcare for 1 million plus illegals rides to and from the appointments, Obama phones, housing, interpreters, and of course, kickbacks from NGOs. Guys, how can 18% of spending in one federal program come from one county? That's crazy.
One doctor billed the government $120 million in a single year, claiming to oversee 1,900 patients. With almost 2,000 hospice agencies, LA County has more than 36 states combined.
LA County claims to have 1,923 hospice facilities. Now, guys, Florida is always made fun of as being for like the old retired people, right? You got the Villages commercials. You got all these things. Well, Florida's got 58. 58. New York, 40. Like, it seems like under 75 would be a reasonable number. 1,923. Good job, California.
And 30 times more than either Florida or New York.
18% of the whole country's home health care billing is coming out of Los Angeles County. How is that possible?
And
it's not.
Take a look at this map, a cluster of 287 hospice providers in a 2-mile radius, some in strip malls, unmarked buildings, even a wrecking yard. And
what does this look like to you guys? Does this look like the daycare? Like, this to me reminds me an awful lot of the daycare. Strip malls, commercial buildings, windows covered, abandoned lots, like all these places are hospice facilities. Obviously, I see the old guy on the medical bed right now.
Vacant lot.
All of it is just paperwork. I could fill that out in Kazakhstan if I want and get a hospice license waiting for me.
One doctor billed the government.
Oh, guys. He just literally said you could fill it out from overseas, which means if you just forward everything and collect all the payments electronically, guys, you could literally be just this could be funding terrorism. Like, literal terrorists from overseas could claim that they're a hospice facility. They can claim that they're a daycare center. They can claim that they're a medical transport company. They can claim that they're an autism treatment facility. They could, guys, there's so, oh my God. When I'm just trying to make ends meet and pay my bills, that I barely can do that, right? I can barely even pay my own bills. I actually can't pay my own bills. It's because I actually get some help from family to help me with some of my bills, because I literally can't afford to pay all of my bills living where I live with the job that I've got. But these guys can fill out paperwork literally from anywhere on earth. And this doctor can claim that they have 147 hospice facilities with 1,900 patients and bill $120 million in 1 year. Where does that money go? Oh, I don't even know why we do it anymore, guys. I don't know why do we pay taxes? Why do we do the right thing anymore? Why? Why? So that we could feel good about it? Then we also have the Epstein stuff that was out this week, which is nightmarish at best. But it's interesting to see that both sides can't come to terms and agree on things like this. Not your average liberal, which I would agree based on these statements. Let me make this crystal clear. I'll skip the profanity. Mom, that's for you. If Clinton abused young girls, prison. If Bill Gates abused young girls, prison. If Elon Musk abused young girls, prison. If Clarence Thomas or Donald Trump, prison. Anybody, guys. If anybody harmed children, prison. Or worse. Because, and thank you, Shell, for sending this to me over the ether, we can refer to the Bible. Matthew 18:6. Whoever causes one of these little ones who believe in me to sin, it would be better for him if a millstone were hung around his neck and he were drowned in the depths of the sea. That is how the Bible feels about pedophilia. That is how the Bible thinks that we should treat the people who harm children. Anybody on that list, if it is legitimate and you actually did bad things to children, I like the Bible's version. It would be better for you if you were hurled into the ocean to drown because of the things that should be done to you. Stop harming the kids. Just stop. Stop with the kids, guys. Tim Burchett on this one. Any person found guilty of crimes against children should be publicly hanged. That's an interesting statement coming from Tim Burchett. Let's see here. Let's watch this clip real quick.
Should there be an investigation or a special counsel investigation?
I don't know. I'm not an attorney. I just find them guilty and hang them publicly. I mean, that's not over the top either. I'm over it. It disgusts me. I'm big on clarity and transparency, and you know, that's good reason people don't trust government, either party.
But you don't believe what the Justice Department is saying?
I don't know. No, I don't. I don't trust.
I don't trust them either, guys. Do you? I'm with Tim Burchett on this one, guys. Better to have a millstone tied around your neck. That's all I'm going to say. This story out of California that we only heard about because out of Orange County, I believe this was, is it Santa Ana? Costa Mesa. Okay, Costa Mesa woman. Right there near my hometown. Okay, so back in my neck of the woods, guys, you have a California woman registered her dog to vote and cast ballots in 2 elections. Now, again, I think we're only hearing about this because it turns out that this person did it to vote for a Republican. But this is the thing that they say never happens. It's happening again, guys. I don't care which member of the Uniparty they voted for. I don't. Democrat, Republican, doesn't matter, guys. The fraud exists. And here's proof. This lady literally registered her dog and her dog voted in 2 elections. This is why we need ID requirements to vote. We'll get to that in the government section here very shortly. So the last story in crime, guys, Fulton County officials filed a court motion to reclaim the 2020 election ballots that were seized by the FBI. Now, you might ask yourself, why would Fulton County, Georgia, be fighting to get those ballots back? What problem do they have with the FBI looking at them? Are they alleging that the FBI is going to hide evidence? They're going to mishandle evidence? That they're going to change votes? That, like, what is the allegation? But also, what are they afraid of? Or are they just afraid that they think that the FBI now wouldn't be fair to the people they're going after. But the FBI under Biden and everyone else that was in the uniparty, that FBI is fine. But Trump's FBI, guys, whew, beyond the pale. You know, the same people that raided Mar-a-Lago. Exactly. Poor PD, he's up to 100 ads trying to convince people adult flag football is a good idea. What? He's up against 100 ads. Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? I don't really care, guys. I don't sports. I'm going to do this show because sports is sports and sports is silly. I do see what you're saying, though, Gardner. That's fine. Also, what about adult flag football is a good idea? I don't think sports in general, guys. Do you want to talk about? We can talk about this. I could go on a side tangent about culture. We'll get to it in culture, Gardner. Just for you. We'll talk about sports when we get to culture. The woke FL is trying to sell an adult flag football league. An adult flag football league? What? Why? Like, who asked for that? Anyways, Fulton County, guys, they're trying to get the ballots back. I say, nope. Too bad. But check out the profile, guys. Check out the website. Please repost the live stream when you can. Yeah, dumbest shit I ever heard. It does sound like it, Gardner. It does sound like it. But guys, just do me a favor, repost it. I know we're fighting the good fight. All right, we'll go. Jacob Chansley's got 783 talking about the Epstein files right now. Here, watch. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Side Poly Market is hosting live from Boston and Seattle. Alex Jones, bombshell, newly released and verified. I don't know what the rest of that is, but Jacob Chansley, Epstein files, Olympics of Evil and Satanic. Yep. You got Sunday Night Live, The Zoo, and then us. 35, guys. Let's beat The Zoo, guys. Let's get this reposted out there. Let's see if we can top The Zoo. I appreciate every one of you that are here, though. Thank you very much, because football is silly. Investigators were getting into government found thousands of vials of blood and tissue, genetically engineered mice designed to carry COVID. Tests showed the vials contained COVID, hepatitis, and malaria. Investigators linked the lab to the Chinese Communist Party. Oh, so where was this? You think, oh, this was like obviously overseas in China, right?
New at 2, we're half past the hour, a possible biological lab inside a Las Vegas home.
Las Vegas home, everybody.
Now under investigation, a federal investigation. Agents seizing vials of unknown liquids and probing a potential link to a Chinese national accused of running a similar lab in California that helped.
California, Las Vegas. Oh, gee, I wonder how COVID got released to the public, everybody. Oh, guys, when we do testing with these viruses, we do it in these super, super sealed, labs. It's very, very contained, right? It's very safe. Oh, wait, some random bum's house in Vegas, some random guy's house in California has biolabs operating in them, guys. This is how it happens. They cook them up and stuff like this, and it is my opinion that then they go, hey, time to let this stuff go. And they just start throwing it around, guys. Las Vegas, everybody. Biolab linked to the Chinese Communist Party and COVID. It'll be great. What else could go wrong? Also, Javier Milei, guys, had a little bit of things to say. He knows a little thing about socialism. So let's watch this 12-second clip.
When you tell a socialist the truth, they cry.
Good.
Claiming it's hate speech. No, it's not hate speech.
No, you're just an idiot.
It's that you are useless people who have ruined the planet.
Yeah, I completely agree, Mr. Milei. Completely agree. Socialism and socialists are ruining the planet. They're definitely ruining New York, guys. It's going real quick. We're going to get to see New York and now Virginia, which is why I pulled this story, is going straight to hell in a handbasket Present day taxation without representation. This is Virginia Governor Spanberger as she laughs and smiles and signs the redistricting bill that will disenfranchise 48% of Republican-leaning voters by packing them into one district, proposing a 10-to-1 Democrat advantage. That's right. They have now redistricted Virginia. And then the idiot, the frickin' the morons in the GOP in Indiana are like, guys, we can't redistrict. They might think that we're trying to do something nefarious. Well, the Democrats are doing it, guys. The Unit Party is doing it. And just like that, guys. If you're a Republican, if you're a conservative, if you're just not a socialist and you're in Virginia, you don't have representation anymore. And then Virginia is also trying to pass firearms rules that would make you a criminal for having more than 10 rounds in a magazine. It would make you a criminal for many things. But most of all, watch this exchange.
Mr. Speaker, I yield.
The delegate will yield.
Mr. Speaker, I would ask the delegate if a Virginian lawfully owns one of the grandfathered firearms that was grandfathered in before July 1 and wants to sell it, how would they go about doing that?
Delegate for Fairfax, Delegate Helm.
Mr. Speaker, I think the bill speaks clearly on that matter. This is a bill about keeping our communities safe.
No, it's not.
And as I said, I hope that given Virginians' overwhelming support, we can move this forward in a bipartisan manner. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, follow up.
The delegate from Patrick, Delegate Williams.
Would
the delegate yield?
I'll yield for another question.
I was wondering what exactly the law does say about when somebody can sell a grandfathered firearm.
Delegate from Fairfax, Delegate Helm.
Mr. Speaker, the bill is clear on the transfer, sale, import, export of firearms and all of it, and I do encourage the delegate to read the full bill text. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, speaking to the bill.
Delegate has the floor.
Mr. Speaker, I did read the bill, and we got a problem. Because, Mr. Speaker, even though the patron did not answer how you could actually sell or transfer one of these grandfathered weapons, the bill does say how you can do it. It says that you can sell it to a firearms dealer or you can sell it to an out-of-state individual. Did you know that it is a federal felony for someone from the Commonwealth to sell a firearm to someone who doesn't live in the Commonwealth? Did you know that?
Ooh. Guess you can't do that one.
Selling also, that can bring up to 5 years in federal prison.
Yeah, don't do that.
So that's not a good idea.
Nope.
And then this bill right here, this actually makes it a state crime to sell a firearm to a firearm dealer.
What?
It says you cannot transfer it to any person, and there is no exception to allowing a dealer to purchase a firearm from you. The only exceptions that are in there is the dealer is able to sell to each other and to law enforcement.
Oh, that's nice.
So the government can keep their guns, but you can't.
Yeah.
But what about buybacks, Mr. Speaker? That's a good option. What about buybacks? That's allowed under this bill.
That's not a good option.
It allows a locality to run them, but it makes somebody who wants to participate commit a misdemeanor.
Oh, that sucks.
So that doesn't make sense. Oh, okay, we can do give-backs. We can do give-backs.
Oh, yeah, there you go. So you get nothing.
No, can't do give-backs because then the organization putting on the give-back can't accept it because that's a misdemeanor. So what's left, Mr. Speaker? What is left? You can surrender it for nothing to the government, just like Australia. You can give it to a immediate family member, or you can die, and then your heirs can inherit it. That's it. That's the only way you'll be able to transfer a grandfathered rifle here in the Commonwealth without becoming a criminal. Thank you.
Interesting. Again, they are using lawfare to make law-abiding citizens into criminals. They won't arrest everybody. They're just going to selectively arrest people that they don't like. This will be their new catch-all. If they don't like you, if you say something, you know, uncomfortable, if you don't go along with something that they want you to, they're just going to look. And if they find that you've done any of these things, boom, you're going to get charged. I like this. Sassafras had a good response here for this week. Says they aren't illegal firearms. They're undocumented weapons living in sanctuary homes. If y'all can do it, we can too. The only problem, I agree, this is how it should work. But we all know that it doesn't go both ways like this, guys. We all know that if you try and say this as a person who is more conservative leaning, you're just going to go to jail. So don't do that either. Tim Burchett accused his fellow lawmakers of engaging in insider trading, guys. We all know this has been happening, but now that he's on the Doge committee, let's see what he has to say.
You know, it's kind of funny when you deal with this stuff. And I talked to the ethics people the other day. Everybody knows I make these crazy skateboards, and people asking, hey, sell me a skateboard. So I said, well, let me go check it out with ethics. I literally got to get attorneys involved to sell a dadgum skateboard. But if I want to do insider stock trading, just get elected to Congress, really. I mean, let's just be honest. Look, everybody ought to do like I do. Get their $12,000 portfolio in a mutual fund. Let my buddy Tommy Seiler handle it. He does pretty well. Although my daughter's going to school now, so I'll be cashing that out very soon. But look, we're public servants. We're stewards of the community.
You're supposed to be. That's the catch, my guy. You might be one of the only ones. You're supposed to be a public servant.
He's above the law. You hear that. It's kind of become cliche up here. But for years, members of Congress, we know they've gotten rich using hardworking American taxpayers' money. Members sit on committees. We attend private meetings where we gain privileged information about companies. Congress appropriates money to economic sectors that may overlap with members' own portfolios. I call it the war pimps a lot. I worry about us voting on wars that we're going to send our kids off to.
Yeah, and they own stock in things like Boeing and Raytheon and everything else. Shell says Tim is the man. Yes. Yes, he is.
We couldn't even find on a dadgum globe. And members haven't owned stock in those things.
Yeah, like Boeing, Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, like all these defense contractors. Do you think they own stock in those people when they decide whether they're going to bomb Iran or not?
The American taxpayer always gets the short end of the stick.
Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing to remember, guys. Insider trading. So trades don't happen in a vacuum. Somebody has to be on the opposite side of that trade, which means when a member of Congress makes a trade decision with insider information, the reason that is illegal for everybody else to do it and should be for them is that there is a human being on the other side of that stock trade that is buying what they're selling or selling what they're buying and doing it at a severe disadvantage. So every dollar these asshats make is at your expense. Every dollar Nancy Pelosi makes insider trading, every dollar everyone else makes insider trading, they make it off of you because you made a decision to buy or sell an equity to them based on your limited information, and with their unlimited information, they knew better than you, and they took your money. I hate it.
Congress seems to profit at their expense. This body has been enriching itself on the taxpayer's dime, and dadgummit, it's got to stop.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Which part's dumb, Shell? Which part? Talking about the flag football, or are we talking about insider trading? Also, Brandon Herrera posted this one. He's running against Tony Gonzalez in Texas. He puts in here, Tony Gonzalez is in the Epstein files listed as a Democrat, which is funny because he's actually a Republican, right? Not a meme. Dead serious. Gave your campaign a shout out on Timcast on Thursday. You're going to win. Anyone who votes against Brandon is getting deported, by the way. Yes. But in the Epstein files, Tony Gonzalez, this looks like a Photoshop. Either way, it's kind of funny. But yes, guys, Brandon Herrera is running against Tony Gonzalez. If you're in that district, please vote for Brandon. That's right. Let's go, Brandon. The real Brandon. This one, guys, X-Freeze. Tim Walz explicitly rigged the system and architected election fraud. First, he signed a bill giving driver's licenses to every illegal alien in the state, erasing the line between citizen and non-citizen. Then, his own administration admitted the truth in a committee hearing. The exact same driver's license can be used to clear a challenge at a polling station and allow someone to vote. He systematically dismantled the barrier between illegal entry and the voting booth, created a loophole on purpose, calculated exploitation of the law to dilute the vote of actual citizens. Caught on tape.
It's done. A packed room at the St. Paul Armory erupted after the governor's signature made driver's license for all the law of the land.
But if they walk in to vote with their driver's license, does that make them all of a sudden now okay?
Mr. Linnell.
Madam Chair, so the designation on the roster for someone whose registration had been incomplete, if they present the election judge with that acceptable identification document, that would clear the challenge from the roster and they would be permitted to cast a ballot.
Deus Vult. Deus Vult. Guys, this, as an American citizen, as a veteran, as a father that has young children that are having to grow up in the future of this country, stuff like this infuriates me. Infuriates me. Literally give a driver's license to a criminal alien and allow that asshole to show up at a voting booth. And when somebody challenges a registration because it's incomplete, that person can present that same driver's license to clear a challenge and allow that person to vote. This whole going in and attesting for other people, oh yeah, I know who that person is, let him vote. And that's how we get Virginia, guys. That's how we get New York City. And then the Democrats and the Uniparty fight to prevent it. Chuck Schumer on the SAVE Act, everyone.
Short of workers, we have a population that is not reproducing it on its own with the same level that it used to. The only way we're going to have a great future in America is if we welcome and embrace immigrants, the dreamers, and all of them, because our ultimate goal is to help the dreamers, but get a path to citizenship for all 11 million or however many undocumented.
Or however many. We know the number is more like 40 million, my guy. We know. Also, who's the guy with the sunglasses over his right shoulder? That's creepy as hell. But guys, it's all a plan. This plan has been going on for like a century. They're turning women against men. They're ruining the culture. They have killed our birth rate. And then they use the birth rate as the excuse to import criminal aliens. They're replacing us. Mostly with people who don't even have the same values as us. I'm sorry I'm yelling so much, guys. I'm so... The last 2 weeks, guys, has been so crazy. So crazy. But there it is. Out in the open, guys. They want citizenship for all 11 million or however many people are here. Like 40 million. MK, hello, everyone. Just popping in for a few minutes. Good to see everyone. Good to see you, MK. Thank you for hopping in during the game, I think. I don't know. I don't watch sports. Then we got 35 members of Congress, this being reported by Benny Johnson, demanding Mitch McConnell stop stalling, scheduling the Senate Rules Committee markup on the SAVE Act so it can advance to a full floor vote. Why is it only 35 members of Congress? Seems like it should be more. As Sam here points out, guys, if you're against the SAVE Act at this point, we're just going to assume it's because you want to cheat, because it requires voters to show proof of citizenship and mandates states to remove non-citizens from existing voter rolls and creates penalties for election officials who allow a non-citizen to vote. That makes a lot of sense to me, guys. But then, even more funny, after the last month or so of Somali fraud and all the other things, guys, what is also happening? Well, it turns out while this was all happening, guys, Somalia is securing their elections. And yet we still can't, guys. Somehow Somalia implemented a new program issuing voter ID cards to every voter to ensure that voters can only vote once. An ID is mandatory for voting. But Ilhan Omar and Democrats reject it in America, guys. They're literally doing this now in Somalia. And yet, not here. We're going to let them keep defrauding us here. This one from Attorney General of Missouri, brought to our attention by Karen. Thank you very much for the link. 2021 versus 2023 apportionments. This is your representatives that you get for the federal government. Shift slightly under a census that does not include illegal immigrants. Missourians and other states are in being unjustly deprived of representation under the current policy. Let's look at this 2031 map, guys. 2031 shows that Missouri would get one more seat. Oklahoma, one more seat. Tennessee, one more. Georgia, South Carolina, Virginia, one more. Ohio, one more. Texas, -2. California, -4. California has 4 extra seats because of criminal aliens, guys. And that's okay for these guys. That's what they think is normal. Like I said, this last month or so, just the amount of corruption being exposed thanks to people like Nick Shirley, thanks to all of the independent journalists that are on the ground doing the Lord's work. Guys, we have exposed and seen things that are so absolutely insane. 18% of the entire nation's hospice billing going through one county, LA County, guys. And you think that's legitimate? Guys, we are being lied to. We are being replaced. We are being stolen from. And we are going to end up being imprisoned because of it. The U.S. will not stand for long if this continues. So, on that happy note, we're going to transition to science and technology, guys, because I would rather talk about that for just a little bit. How about you? Okay, earlier in the week, on the 2nd, we had Falcon 9 had a launch, second stage, experienced an off-nominal condition and preparation for the deorbit burn. The vehicle performed it was designed and successfully passivate the stage. First 2 MVAC burns were nominal and safely deployed all 25 Starlinks. So all satellites were deployed. It was about to deorbit the second stage, and there was an anomaly, and it basically made itself safe. So, still performed as expected, but they did halt for a few days to investigate the cause, and they are working to fix the cause, and hopefully they learn, and everything will get better. And a follow-up to that, X-Freeze, space is hard, but Mars is harder. 50% of the missions to Mars have ended in failure. For decades, we've been throwing single-use rockets at the problem and crossing our fingers. So the cost is like throwing away the plane after every flight. Starship is different, it said. One desperate launch. SpaceX is building an airline, launches every hour, fully reusable, refueling in space. We're moving to an too expensive to fail to an affordable enough to explore. The odds are finally shifting in our favor. Shell says, hey, okay, great to see you again today. There you go. Also, 66 years. This is from Doge Designer, from first flight to the moon. That's how long it took us to go from first airplane flight in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, guys, to the moon, if you believe in the moon landing. I just had to, guys. I just had to. I'm sorry. Elon Musk says time to go back to the moon at scale. Now, not only did he say that, but they are talking about really shifting their entire priority from Mars to the moon to get us to the moon in a sustainable manner in the near future. So it's good to see everybody is focusing. We got SLS is going to be launching soon, I hope, for Artemis 2. Going to be doing a nice little around the moon and back. Gotta have Artemis missions that are going to land humans back on the moon for the first time in a very long time, or ever, depending on what you believe. But guys, this is the part of the world that I'm excited about. This is the part of our existence that, like, we continue to push the envelope. We continue to do amazing things. We continue to innovate. But the crazy thing is, most of it is being done by Elon. And Elon is like public enemy number one right now. So, guys, super exciting to see that we're going to be going back to the moon. I'm all about it. Let's go. And the other thing I'm super interested in is nuclear power. Why? Because, well, I used to work in nuclear power, guys. Nuclear power is the only answer. This whole, like, let's build wind turbines and solar panels is great, but, like, nah. If you want industry to exist, if you want reliable electricity, it needs to come from nuclear power. We already know how to do it, guys. We have way better designs already. We just need to build them. And it looks like we're finally getting a little momentum behind trying to build some of them. But here from the Office of Nuclear Energy, the U.S. Department of Energy, more than 92% of the time, and nuclear power plants operate all of the time to bring you reliable and affordable energy. That's right. I am a nuclear nerd, Shell. That's fine. I'm allowed to be. I worked in the industry. Come on, give me a break. But yeah, 92%, they're talking about the capacity factor, guys. That is 92% of its operating life. It is sitting there at full power, just humming along, giving you nice, affordable electricity. Thousands of megawatts at a time. Not these silly little 3 megawatt wind turbines that only work a third of the time, or solar panels that only work half of the time. No. 92% of the time, guys, it is outputting at full rated power. It's amazing. Greater than 92% of the time, nuclear power plants operate all the time. Oh, that's a good meme. Also, how does a reactor work? We thought you'd never ask. And then they wrote an article, guys. They wrote an article called Nuclear 101. How does a nuclear reactor work? Well, here's the inside of one. If you've never seen the inside of a nuclear reactor, guys, that is what one looks like. They've got a little protective ring there over the studs for the reactor vessel, which is good. You don't necessarily want those things getting damaged or the holes getting debris in them. So good. The fuel are the little square deals down at the bottom. You can see some of them are bright and shiny and some of them are dark. The darker ones have been in the reactor before. The bright shiny ones are new. It's just the way it is. A bunch of very smart people sharpen a lot of pencils to figure out exactly where those things go, guys, but they put everything together and it just works. Fission creates heat. It's a fancy tea kettle, guys. It's just using fission, the splitting of atoms to create heat to boil water. All commercial reactors in the US, guys, are are light water reactors. They all boil water, but it's whether it is in a secondary loop with a steam generator where it boils water that does not go through the reactor. You can see here the reactor loop itself is closed. It is always under high pressure, and it is always a liquid, and that is used to heat the water in the steam generator that makes steam, makes that turbine go roundy, roundy, spinny, spinny, makes that generator go sparky, sparky. And then you've got the boiling water reactors. Boiling water reactors just boil the reactor coolant itself. Put that through the turbine to make it go spinny, spinny, roundy, roundy, make that generator go sparky, sparky, and make your lights turn on. That's it. That's pretty much it. Third of the reactors operating in the U.S. are boiling water reactors, guys. Thought you probably didn't even know that. They're a lot simpler to build. They're cheaper to build. So that's why they built so damn many of them. But they're kind of crazy. Shell says, so cool. Yes. Also with this, the first of its kind test loop, Idaho National Labs, is being used to advance molten salt R&D, including the world's first fast spectrum salt-fueled reactor experiment. And it's got music. Okay, we'll have to do that one at the end. That's wonderful. Nope, come on. Out. Okay, let me just send this to the post YouTube. There we go. Perfect. Culture, guys. Culture. Couple of stories here on culture. This one from Sam. Vampire cannibals run the world. That's what we're up against. It's literally vampire cannibals. And it's like, no, literal vampire cannibals. Nobody seems to really understand, guys. MK says nuclear energy is great stuff. Yes, it is. We need more of it. Culture, guys. This is Peter Nygaard, for those wondering. But beware looking at this guy. Up, you will take down some deep, dark rabbit holes. You will never be able to unsee what you saw. Nygaard is a walking, talking demon. You can see here down here. Guys, Sam points out, it took me 10 years to come to terms and actually believe it. Things are going to get weird as more and more people start to come around. Sam says it is a spiritual war, and we will win. In the end, we do know the end, guys. We know that in the end, Christ wins. But how do we get there? It's going to be a time of very much trials and tribulations. It's going to be uncomfortable. We need a lot of prayer, guys. Our culture is not doing great. We're literally being run by a cabal of people that are just like Jeffrey Epstein. They like doing things, horrendous things to innocent children. They love stealing from you. They like killing. Like, it's just the amount of evil that these people are perpetrating on the world is crazy. It's crazy, guys. And then you have the culture of the left. Well, this man says he's going to start offing conservatives that live around him in certain situations. MK says, amen. Yeah, it is a spiritual war, MK. But listen to this real quick. This is the mindset that we're dealing with.
I mean, you should know where every MAGA is in your neighborhood.
Why, you might ask, would you need to know where every MAGA is in your neighborhood?
I know every neighbor in my condo HOA complex. I know everyone, and I watch them closely.
That's not weird at all.
And when shit pops off, I'm not going to go out looking for someone. I have people right here around me to take care of. And so do you.
To take care. Maybe he means they're going to bring him over, a rhubarb pie. Maybe he means, oh, yeah, I'm going to go over there and see if they need a cup of sugar. Maybe that's what he means. You know, specifically targeting MAGA folks because he loves them so much. He's obviously going to, give them some food, some water, some medical care. Right? That's probably what he's planning, right? No, these people, they hate you. They hate you. They're looking for an excuse. They're looking for the purge to start. They really just want to end you. It's not a good thing, guys. Oh gosh. All right, we got a link coming in hot from Gardner. What do we got? Oh, this is a good one. All right, we'll throw this one at the front. Why not? Following the emergence of documented claims that Biden was assassinated and the other person was a masked individual. Now, granted, we have seen, I thought he died of cancer or something else, but we've seen where like Biden changed heights. We've seen a bunch of other things, guys. Phil joined the Biden was unalived conspiracy. Yeah, no, this is good. Guys, I've seen the lobes are different. Like I've seen all of these before, but like it's good to see that there are like people starting to come around to this. A video circulating online compares President Biden during two very close time periods, highlighting the extent of the changes that he has undergone. Now, granted, they could be like, oh, you just had some plastic surgery, They don't tend to change the earlobes, though.
I thank you, Gwen, for hosting this. And Governor, it's a pleasure to meet you, and it's a pleasure to be with you. First of all, thank you for doing this, and looking forward to this, Mr. President. Thank you, Jim. The American people have a right to have a say in who the Supreme Court nominee is. If you need any more proof positive of how bad the economic theories have been, this excessive deregulation, the failure to oversee what was going on, letting Wall Street run wild, I don't think you needed any more evidence than what you've seen.
Like, his whole face is different. His hairline's different. His ears are very different. Like, everything is different, guys. Everything is different.
Now. So I don't think you needed any more evidence than what you've seen now. I don't think you needed any more evidence than what you've seen now. I don't think you needed any more evidence than what you've seen now.
I don't know, guys. What do you think? I know that the last president, the guy that we had was, he was something. MK says, we've seen some shit. Shell says, yes, we have. Guys, and this one from Gardner, since he decided to throw a link in the chat, I'm going to bring up his story anyway, guys, is a disgusting new trend. This goes in culture for a reason, guys, because OF girls and this depraved culture, whatever you want to call it, is disgusting. The fact that so many men exist that are willing to give OF people money every month and make them wealthy, I'd rather give it to a Somalian running a fake daycare, guys. New disgusting trend. The radical left lunatic lonely fans girls are using AI to act like they hung out with Epstein. How absolutely insane is the left? Jesus, take the wheel. I say meteor, rapture, everything all at once. So ridiculous they did this. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, guys, that like for advertising, they're just like, let me put myself with Jeffrey Epstein. That's a good idea. And then speaking of, Phil and golf, well, this other culture story, last one for me, streamer Jack Doherty told a fan he would pay $100 to shout jackass mid-swing. Now, this is a joke from, Happy Gilmore, right? Well, there's consequences. And Jack is just, like I said in my comment, a giant baby. This is the example of the kind of person that we don't need more of. This person needs to not have a platform. He tried to start a fight with heavyweight Andrei Arlovsky. Like, this person is an idiot.
Will any of you guys yell jackass on his backswing for $100?
What do I gotta yell?
Just jackass or some shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some Happy Gilmore shit. I'm so excited.
Jackass! That's $100.
I got you. It wasn't me. Tell them. They think it was me.
You gotta go. Okay. I didn't know it was against the law.
I didn't do anything.
You're gonna get trespassed. These guys both do this all the time. You're gonna get trespassed from the course. I'm gonna escort you out of here with no issues, right?
All right, cool. Yeah, but I didn't say anything. We just filmed him do it. Guys, we just got kicked out of Waste Management in
He looks like he's about to cry.
Arizona. Look at all these cops right here.
Jack, Sassy Doherty, is that you?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing here?
Not sure. Just, join the Waste Management.
Don't do this, all right?
Sure.
We know exactly what you're doing here. Don't play this game with me, okay? We know exactly what you were doing. So as a result of that, we're trespassing you. If you come back here again before this tournament's over, you'll be arrested. And then you'll go through that whole process.
Sure.
In addition to that, I'm trespassing you from all future PGA Tour tournaments. If you show up at a PGA Tour tournament again, you'll be arrested. Do you understand that?
Forever? For life?
For the foreseeable future until you and I can work this out.
How do we work this out then? Because I love golf, I don't want to be banned forever. So how about we find a positive way out of this too, so it's not just a negative result?
We're done with this discussion.
All right, cool, then we're done. I'll leave. I don't care. Thank you so much. I'll take my ID back. Thank you, sir.
I'll give it to you when I'm done.
I'm done. Thank you.
When we're done.
All right, cool.
You can have it back. Do you have any questions?
I don't. Thank you, sir. I'll take my ID. Okay. Thank you. Cool, yeah.
Could have happened to a nicer guy, everyone. Jack Doherty being trespassed from all PGA events. This guy's a clown. This guy shouldn't have a platform. Like, the fact that people enjoy his content is sad to me. It shows that the culture is just in a bad way. But we're going to get over to memes, guys. It's early. I know I didn't pull as many stories. It's been a hell of a week, guys. I am like up to here, like here right now with all of the fraud, the harming of innocent children, and just trying to find ways to make ends meet while people are billing, Medicare $100 million a year, while fake daycares, fake hospices, fake medical transport companies, all of it. So, guys, we're going to get to memes. This one by Steve Loves Ammo. I liked this one, guys. You got to spread the word, guys. Make sure you're reposting this. Make sure you're letting everybody know. We cannot let the Republicans cheat in 2026. We need to demand voter ID to prevent the Republicans from cheating. Make sure to send this to all of your Democrat friends. Let them know to get behind voter ID because the Republicans are planning on cheating in 2026. I can't even say it with a straight face, guys. Also, kind of amusing to me, has been watching all of the Covidians who supported masks and jab mandates now posting about resisting tyranny because of ICE and many other things, guys. The left, who was all about you're killing your grandma if you go into public without a mask, if you don't get the vaccine, you're killing your grandma, right? Stay inside, socially isolate. Social distancing. Do all the responsible things, guys. Let them weld you into your apartment in China. Do whatever it needs to be done, guys. 15 days to slow the spread for 2 years. Do your part. Meanwhile, ICE arresting criminals somehow beyond the pale. Resisting tyranny, guys. After they forced it on everybody, they want to stop it. Now that it's in the hands of somebody they don't like. That's their claim. That's their only claim right now. This one, full body pain, declaration of memes, headache, stomach ache, and then paying taxes to a Luciferian cult of child trafficking pedos. Full body pain, guys. This is the vampires. This is the evil people. And Jacob Chansley has the top comment, guys. Jacob says this is an elaborate breakdown of the system and how it is collapsing and why it's collapsing. It also details why mass mind control is used to force our compliance and funnel us into trauma loops and rituals of mental, emotional, and psychological government abuse. It's a 5-hour video, guys. We're definitely not watching it, but here you are paying taxes to pedophiles in the Milky Way galaxy, guys. Oh, God. It's so, oh. And then this one's for my parents. I had to include this one. Mom and Dad, I'm sorry. I know you still live in California. But this one's for you. This one's for you guys. Because Gavin Newsom with his high-speed rail, 10 years and counting, 0 miles of track completed out of the 500. The Transcontinental Railroad, though, 6 years, built 1,900 miles of railway. Nailed it. Clean. What is it, buddy? Yes. No. 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 Please clean. Thank you. But yes, guys, 10 years, hundreds, like probably tens of billions, almost $100 billion spent, 0 miles complete. Transcontinental Railroad did it 6 years, 1,900 miles, guys. This one, 2 bullets collided in a battle of Gallipoli, I don't know, in 1915. Chances of this happening are 1 in a billion. Look at that. 2 bullets hit each other. Name something more unlikely to happen. Classic liberalism, socialism working. Oh, based. Yeah, guys, socialism ain't going to work. It's not going to work. Two bullets hitting each other mid-flight, that's more likely than socialism working, guys. We're going to see New York is going to go from the financial capital of the world to a ruin. Just watch. Just watch. And they're still going to blame Trump, and they're still going to blame capitalism. But it's them. And then this one, guys, this is one of my favorites. This is the last month in a nutshell. U.S. national debt, $38 trillion. Put on those glasses. Oh, wait. The U.S. national fraud is $38 trillion. That's right. You could probably bet that, like, all of it is from fraud. Like, we probably wouldn't have a national debt at all if we didn't have all the fraud. So how do you guys feel now that we're coming up? You know, we're all going to be paying taxes here in, what, 2 more months? How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? I'm pretty disgusted about it. I don't know about you. But let's get, do we have any new submissions for memes? Any new submissions for memes? Let's go. Karen. Do we have Karen memes? We have a Karen story. Oh, I've got I think I've got this already pulled for the post YouTube, so we'll go with that. West Virginia, and what do we got? We got a couple of stories, couple of memes. Let's go. All right, we got 2 there. These from West Virginia, guys. Kamala 2028 coming to a meme near you. Can't wait to see the debates. Mention we did it, Joe. Cringe factor maximum. Cackling laughter. Patriotic platitudes. And talks about being little girl in bus. Story random word salad. The awkward pause right in the middle of that Venn diagram, guys. It's got to be crazy. Word salad now with extra cliches. Yep, that's probably going to be 2028 in a nutshell. This one, my input. This weekend video takes front and center stage in the timeline. We're awarding $1 million to the top 3 videos of Grok. Oh, so he submitted a Grok video. Okay.
I'm Grok. What do you imagine?
Interesting. I'll accept it. I don't know what we're going for there, West Virginia, but I'll take it. We got Gardner, 17 minutes. Got some last minute submissions in here. Perfect. All right, we got looks like five stories. Perfect. All right, let's get these pulled up. Billie Eilish, now available in original bitter and used to be an artist flavor. Salty bitter instead of butter. Oh, that's good. That's good. I like that one. Because she came out and tried to say that you know, the stolen land thing. And now people are saying that they want her mansion to get taken. That's good. I like it. 10 out of 10. Oh no, we got account strikes for posting the Olympics. Can I still post this still shot from the Special Olympics? Oh, account disabled. Do not post clips of the Olympics. You will get takedown notice. The International Olympic Committee and NBC are super aggressive in issuing DMCA takedowns on any and all clips they find, and they are looking, probably because of such a fallout from the last Olympics, where it was like a satanic weird ritual of the opening ceremony. I actually have a video of that on my YouTube channel, breaking it down, if you want to see that. The opening ceremony from that Olympics was crazy. No, I need them. Thank you. Yeah, so Special Olympics. I like that. That's good. That was the Democrat debate. Kid Rock said it best. That due to licensing restrictions, we're unable to stream the All-American Halftime Show on X. Head over to the YouTube channel around 8. Saturn's ring is the second largest ring in the solar system. Largest, of course, is the Hollywood pedophile ring. Oh, it's a good joke, but it's also terrible. It's unfortunate because it's probably true. Guys, the amount of evil in this world is terrifying. While everyone else watches foosball and waits for the TPUSA performance, here's some funny. It's not Seattle. It's not New England. but it is punny. So we got before social media. First of all, writing a letter. Then we got, you still owe Columbia House for the 30 CDs you got for a penny back in 1995. Maybe. When you die, but your cats still want to meow at you at 3 a.m. for food. Oh, God, they have a Ouija board so that they can bother your spirit for food. That's unfortunate. Perhaps Judah's biggest crime was never understanding personal space. Oh, God, all the artist representation of Judas. Yikes. Let's play hide and seek. I will hide, and you will seek professional help. I like it. Miss Frizzle took them to the wrong neighborhood. Oh, wow. Good old Miss Frizzle reference. It's been a while. The Magic School Bus, if you haven't seen them, guys. If you haven't seen Magic School Bus books, get them for your kids. They're great. Before they went weird. No, Barry. Oh, yeah, borderline. Is he retarded or is he trolling? It's always a delicate balance, guys. It really is. Thank you for all those, Gardner. Those were good. Then you got this. Did you know that NASA Artemis 2 moon rocket is 322 feet tall? That's just a few yards shy of the length of a football field. Bet you thought we were going to say something else about the Super Bowl. What is that? 60? LX? L is 50, right? Roman numerals? Somebody correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. Yeah. Okay. That's a big rocket. Okay. Fantastic. Love to see it. Thank you for that. Gotta love the space reference. Got a crispy memes. Oh, we're gonna finish with crispy memes. Oh, this is gonna get weird. Let's go. Interaction is the most intimate form of communication. Crispy, what is this? Like, what? What? I don't even know what that is. Optimus Robot's grandparents in a galaxy far, far away, folks. Your Optimus Robot's grandparents, everybody. And this, at least I won't have to watch Bad Bunny. Is it dead? Is that a stuffed dog? Like, but I don't get it. But I won't either, because I just won't watch it. What about this one? For sale, but not in a weird Sharpay way. Am I Crispy? I need Crispy in the chat, guys. Crispy, help me. I don't get it. What does this have to do with the Sharpay? Sharpay is a kind of dog, right? Gardner, help. I don't get it. Crispy, sometimes your memes. This one, I won't respond to your post unless you are popular. I don't care if you pay for a subscription. That's fair. The after before is something not always granted. Crispy, are you feeling okay? Like, is everything okay with you, my guy? The ones this week are a little weirder than normal. Neighbor's chickens escaped having hot wings tonight. That's funny. That's a good joke. I can see why you'd want to have hot wings. Then you have more achievable than peace on Earth. It is an alien flying through what looks like a wormhole in space. Okay. Yeah, that's probably true. More believable and achievable than peace on Earth. Holy cow. We've got You Stole My Cookies, Batman Cookie Monster looking like he is real mad. Did somebody steal your cookies this week, Crispy? Because I don't know what's happening. Almost at the end, guys. We are particles drifting through the universe faster than the mind can comprehend. That is true. This makes me miss Ronald in the chat. Ronald, we miss you. We love you. The future's going to be great. I hope. This last month, though, has made that real hard to believe. I feel a spark between us. Me. I'm just your consciousness. Can't get rid of me. Okay, this looks like a controlled burn being done by a firefighter, but somehow Crispy's... My guy, blink twice if you need help. But later, like, really though, Crispy, like, if you need help, let me know, man. Like, or explain some of your posts. Like, send me some DMs and explain some of those, please. But guys, before we drop YouTube, I just want to go back over. Please post out the live, guys. We are at 136. Even in Super Bowl. That's what I'm talking about. Epstein. Yep. So Jacob Chansley's at 1,000. Good job, Jacob. Margot, Super Bowl Sunday pre-primary special. I don't know what that means, but keep it up. 487. Margot's doing good there with that stream, guys. But check out the profile. Go to patriotdad.org. You can find the links to the different ways to support me. You can also tip me. You can join the Patriot Dad family community. Join our calisthenics exercise challenge. It'll be great. I look forward to seeing you guys there. For the YouTube folks, just remember, there is still a little bit more of the show. I cannot show it to you because YouTube is silly. So if you're on YouTube, I thank you for your viewership. I would encourage you to go to X or to Rumble and finish watching the stream there. If you want to know how to get there, go to patriotdad.org and scroll all the way to the bottom. It has the links to all 3 platforms of mine. You can watch it on X or on Rumble, and you will be able to see the last few things that we're going to go over. But until then, have a good week, guys, and I'll see the YouTube people later. For everybody else, though, we're going to